People might forget about Carmelo Anthony in New York City one day because we're hearing reports, Dylan McGorty, that maybe he's willing to waive that no-trade clause. Your take on this, sir?
In my opinion, this is a win-win for Melo and the Knicks. They're 19 and 25, Dave. This thing is not working.
Yep.
The Phil Jackson experiment has not worked in New York. Bringing Carmelo in has not worked. This team has not advanced in the playoffs. They've gotten to the playoffs in the Melo era, but they've never gotten deep into the playoffs. I think the future is that guy, number 6 right there, who just set the pick for Melo. It's Kristaps Porzingis. And the more they build around him and the more they can get the pieces to build around him that are future pieces. Melo's 32 years old. He makes about $30 million a year. What you can do to reallocate that money to some younger players who are, I don't know, more apt to playing defense, not as apt to taking volume shots and feeling like I'm the guy. I think this was a humbling thing for Carmelo. This year, everything getting called out by Phil Jackson.
Getting booed at home.
Yeah, I think he's always felt like, I'm going to go to New York. Me and Lala, she's going to have a fashion empire, and I'm going to put a banner in the garden, and it's going to be absolute fairy tale city in the Big Apple once again. It's just not been that way, and it's time to move on. And the quicker you can realize that and come to that realization, the better for everybody. That's why, in my opinion, it's a win for the Knicks if he goes on, and it's a win for Melo. It's going to be humbling for him to accept the fact that he's going to have to maybe be a second or a third fiddle somewhere, but it's going to get him a better chance at getting that elusive ring that has evaded him all of these years.
I know, I'm kind of in the tank for Melo. I'm a Syracuse guy.
You're a Melo guy. I'm not.
Yeah, and so I want him to be happy, and I love the idea when he left Denver to go to New York, and then when his free agency was up, and he could have left New York again, and he said, no, I'm sticking it out here. I want to win here.
Then Phil comes in, and then they got the Zinger pick right. Looked like maybe there was something going. They bring in Derrick Rose on a prove-it deal, but it hasn't worked. The proof is in the pudding, and the pudding sucks.
What pudding sucks? Tapioca?
Not my favorite.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah. The Knicks are worse than tapioca, to put it in pudding terms.